Suspect of an attempt robbery at Agribank Cua Lo Branch arrested. FTA expert shortage needs to be addressed to boost market share. Spike in antibiotic resistance after COVID-19 pandemic. Hello, it's me, Hoàng Yến, and so good to see you again in today's news. The suspect of an attempt robbery at the Vietnam Bank for Agricultural and Rural Development Cua Lo Branch was arrested by Nghệ An police while he was trying to escape in Hà Tĩnh province. On the afternoon of November 15, the Criminal Police Department of Nghệ An province just arrested the suspect of robbing Agribank's branch in Cua Lo town. It is known that the suspect was stopped while fleeing in Hà Tĩnh province. Previously, at 2:19 p.m. November 14, a surveillance camera recorded this suspect after blending with the customers, snuck behind the transaction area to control the bank teller. At the time of the robbery, there were 7 bank tellers in the transaction area. Immediately after committing the act, the robber was chased by bank staffs. No one injured, and the robber has not taken the money yet. The implementation of new generation free trade agreements, or FTAs, has contributed to stimulating innovation and enhancing the competitiveness of Vietnamese goods and businesses. However, the shortage of skilled experts and specialists is believed to be one of the reasons why the implementation and utilization rate of FTAs do not meet expectation.
According to the Ministry of Industry and Trade, exports to countries that have signed FTAs have seen positive growth. However, the share of export turnover to FTA markets and the utilization rate of preferential certificate of origin are still low. The number of exporting businesses to FTA markets remains modest. One of the reasons is the shortage of personnel directly involved in implementing FTAs. Many officials are compelled to juggle multiple responsibilities, lack of experience and specialized knowledge about FTAs. Therefore, building a capable workforce is crucial not only for boosting export growth but also for safeguarding businesses against the risk of losing market share or orders to competitive markets.
Early morning of November 15, the Israeli military carried out a raid at Shifa hospital in Gaza City, the largest medical complex in the Strip, where the U.S. and Israel believe that Hamas has the command center underneath.
The Israeli Defense Forces declared that they are carrying out a precise and targeted campaign against Hamas in a specific area within Shifa Hospital. Israel has also stated that prior to the operation, efforts were made to evacuate patients and displaced people from Al-Shifa. Both the United States and Israel have repeatedly affirmed that Hamas has a command center underneath Al-Shifa Hospital and uses connected tunnels to conceal military operations and to hold hostages. Hamas denies it and said that the U.S. is giving the green light for Israel to attack Al-Shifa Hospital, where about 650 patients and 5,000 to 7,000 civilians have been trapped during weeks of fighting.
Upcoming next are some updated news.
The U.S. House of Representatives has passed a temporary spending bill that would avert a government shutdown. The stopgap spending bill, which would extend government funding until mid-Jan 2024, received 336 in favor and 95 opposed. But it does not include any aid for Ukraine and Israel. The bill was a victory for newly elected House Speaker Mike Johnson, as he was able to gather enough votes from Republican members in the context of deep divisions among senators over U.S. government spending. The bill will need to be approved by the Senate, but it's likely to be passed as Democrats retains control of the upper chamber of the United States Congress.
While some large orange granaries in Quy Hợp, Con Cuông districts are degrading and have to be cut down, the area of Sa Doi orange in Nghi Dien Camille, Nghi Lộc district is still large. However, this precious orange variety is facing difficulties in maintaining its quality. After the heavy rain at the end of September, the orange gardens were waterlogged, especially in low-lying areas. After the water receded, oranges fall up even though its peels are still green. Not only affected by weather impact, sidewhite orange in Nghệ An are also attacked by insects, mostly yellow flies. This insect appears when the fruit is still young, using its straw to punch through the orange peel, causing the fruit to deteriorate and fall up prematurely. Heavy rain continues to play havoc in central provinces, triggering floods and causing serious damage, especially in Hue, Guangnan, and Guangxi provinces. Heavy downpours have been reported in He Thiên Huế, with rainfall ranging from 500 to 600 millimeters, resulting in rapid rising of rivers' water level. The Hương and Bo rivers are exceeding alert level 3. Guangnan and Da Nang also witnessed heavy rain, flooding houses and roads. In Guangxi province, heavy rain and thunderstorms left 3 people missing. Nearly 1,260 houses were deep underwater. Heavy rain is forecast to continue in provinces from He Thiên Huế to Quang Ngai in next 2 days. The risk of heavy rain, flooding, flash floods, and landslides is huge. Now let's move to today's story. According to the World Health Organization (WHO), Vietnam is one of the countries with a high rate of antibiotic resistance in the world. After the COVID-19 pandemic, the respiratory diseases become more and more complicated, but the screening and treatment of the diseases is facing many obstacles due to antibiotic resistance.
The Infectious Control Department, Tropical Disease Center of Nagui and General Friendship Hospital reported more cases of antibiotic resistance. In fact, the sensitivity of bacteria to antibiotics in some diseases is tending to decrease and antibiotic resistance is rising to dangerously high levels. This fact has caused many difficulties for treatment.
For patients with antibiotics resistance, we have to do blood culture test, bodily fluid, antibiogram and bases on experience to build a suitable treatment approach.
Antibiotic resistance is seen not only in elderly patients but also in pediatric patients.
Some patients with antibiotics resistance undergone treatment in local hospital for 10 to 15 days. When they move to provincial level hospital, they have to be treated longer with additional medicines.
Many medical experts believe that while the world has yet come up with new types of antibiotics, the best way to reduce antibiotic resistance is take antibiotics exactly as prescribed by the doctor.
Now is the end of the show today. Thank you so much for your attention. Goodbye for now and see you next time.